Happy Monday, y'all. Now, if you watched my video last week, you probably are noticing at this current juncture that I am in the same location, my car, because it's cold outside. I'm wearing the same clothes, it's the same lighting, got the same wedding stuff in the back seat of my car. But I will have you know that you may think right now that I filmed this video at the time that you are watching it. But, my friends, I actually filmed it about a minute and a half after I filmed last week's video. So for me, I filmed these videos back to back. So like I'm still in my current present time, but you think this is like a week later. Woo! Okay, but currently, for you watching this, I'm on my honeymoon in Mexico. Woo! Arriba! Mexico! But sadly, for me, currently in my state of reality, it's still Monday for me, and I'm not on my honeymoon. That's a week away from me. I've gone cross-eyed. Holy moly, that is really confusing. I think you get the point, though. I'm going to reel it in. Anyway, oh man, I'm sitting. All right, so my tip this week is I want you as a company, as a business, as a person, as a professional, as whatever. If you're in existence and you work or you don't work or whatever, you're employed, you're unemployed, you own a company, you're the president, you're the janitor, whatever, I don't care. I want you this week to, if you use social networks, if you use social media, if you use the internet, I don't know, if you click a mouse and you type sometimes and you have any sort of public way of sharing, I'd like to challenge you this week to share a moment of vulnerability. When did you maybe make a mistake and you learned from it? I think one of the biggest and most, I don't know if the word is attractive or endearing qualities that somebody can have is when they admit when they were wrong, or when they admit when they made a mistake, or when they admit that they were at a moment of vulnerability and what they learned from it, how they grew from it, and where they are now. For example, when I first moved to North Carolina 3 years ago, I had like a bazillion jobs, but they were like all dead-end jobs, and I was just like running around like a chicken with my head cut off, and I had no idea what I was doing. But I sort of shared that moment of vulnerability, and now I'm in a place where I'm so much happier in my professional life because I started to set goals for myself and put myself out there in a very authentic, personal way. And so people were able to connect with me, and thus I was able to make great connections, and boom, here I am working for rAVe Publications, and I love my job. So, with that being said, I think people can learn from each other and their mistakes that they've made in the past. And hopefully somebody else that may have done something similar to what you have done in your moment of vulnerability, they might be able to learn from that and hopefully grow, and then they won't make the same mistake. So, I don't know if it's really a tip or it's more just a piece of advice or something that I think you should do this week, is share your moment of vulnerability, share your moment of weakness, share a moment that you made a mistake and you learned from it, and talk about where you are now, because I think it's something that people can really connect with and people can really learn and grow from. That's my tip this week. I'm off to Mexico, I'm in Mexico, I'm still in my car. Ah! Peace, I'm out.